box and pulling a common graded Bulbasaur, fam.
Are you a ruttard blowing too much on whatnot scams and overpriced streams? Then you need Pokémon 10 LV to come to your fucking senses.
I used to be dumb as shit, wasting money everywhere. Till I tried Pokémon 10 LV, now I am actually building a collection.
I used to have my head so far up the Cardcon artist's ass, then I pulled out and got Pokémon 10 LV. Now I'm cured.
Warning, Pokémon 10 LV isn't for everyone, may cause mild discomfort, practices frequent free speech, says offensive shit.
So why aren't you buying mystery pools from Pokémon 10 LV?
Well, I'd rather pay too much and get nothing like the idiot I am.
Yo, why ain't you buying mystery pools from Pokémon 10 LV? I'd rather get scammed on whatnot, dropping $300 for a mystery box and pulling a common graded Bulbasaur, fam.
Are you a ruttard blowing too much on whatnot scams and overpriced streams? Then you need Pokémon 10 LV to come to your fucking senses.
I used to be dumb as shit, wasting money everywhere. Till I tried Pokémon 10 LV, now I am actually building a collection.
I used to have my head so far up the Cardcon artist's ass, then I pulled out and got Pokémon 10 LV. Now I'm cured.
Warning, Pokémon 10 LV isn't for everyone, may cause mild discomfort, practices frequent free speech, says offensive shit.
So why aren't you buying mystery pools from Pokémon 10 LV?
Well, I'd rather pay too much and get nothing like the idiot I am.
Yo, why ain't you buying mystery pools from Pokémon 10 LV? I'd rather get scammed on whatnot, dropping $300 for a mystery box and pulling a common graded Bulbasaur, fam.
Are you a ruttard blowing too much on whatnot scams and overpriced streams? Then you need Pokémon 10 LV to come to your fucking senses.
I used to be dumb as shit, wasting money everywhere. Till I tried Pokémon 10 LV, now I am actually building a collection.
I used to have my head so far up the Cardcon artist's ass, then I pulled out and got Pokémon 10 LV. Now I'm cured.
Warning, Pokémon 10 LV isn't for everyone, may cause mild discomfort, practices frequent free speech, says offensive shit.
So why aren't you buying mystery pools from Pokémon 10 LV?
Well, I'd rather pay too much and get nothing like the idiot I am.
Yo, why ain't you buying mystery pools from Pokémon 10 LV? I'd rather get scammed on whatnot, dropping $300 for a mystery box and pulling a common graded Bulbasaur, fam.
Are you a ruttard blowing too much on whatnot scams and overpriced streams? Then you need Pokémon 10 LV to come to your fucking senses.
I used to be dumb as shit, wasting money everywhere. Till I tried Pokémon 10 LV, now I am actually building a collection.
I used to have my head so far up the Cardcon artist's ass, then I pulled out and got Pokémon 10 LV. Now I'm cured.
Warning, Pokémon 10 LV isn't for everyone, may cause mild discomfort, practices frequent free speech, says offensive shit.
So why aren't you buying mystery pools from Pokémon 10 LV?
Well, I'd rather pay too much and get nothing like the idiot I am.
Yo, why ain't you buying mystery pools from Pokémon 10 LV? I'd rather get scammed on whatnot, dropping $300 for a mystery box and pulling a common graded Bulbasaur, fam.
Are you a ruttard blowing too much on whatnot scams and overpriced streams? Then you need Pokémon 10 LV to come to your fucking senses.
I used to be dumb as shit, wasting money everywhere. Till I tried Pokémon 10 LV, now I am actually building a collection.
I used to have my head so far up the Cardcon artist's ass, then I pulled out and got Pokémon 10 LV. Now I'm cured.
Warning, Pokémon 10 LV isn't for everyone, may cause mild discomfort, practices frequent free speech, says offensive shit.
So why aren't you buying mystery pools from Pokémon 10 LV?
Well, I'd rather pay too much and get nothing like the idiot I am.
Yo, why ain't you buying mystery pools from Pokémon 10 LV? I'd rather get scammed on whatnot, dropping $300 for a mystery box and pulling a common graded Bulbasaur, fam.
Are you a ruttard blowing too much on whatnot scams and overpriced streams? Then you need Pokémon 10 LV to come to your fucking senses.
I used to be dumb as shit, wasting money everywhere. Till I tried Pokémon 10 LV, now I am actually building a collection.
I used to have my head so far up the Cardcon artist's ass, then I pulled out and got Pokémon 10 LV. Now I'm cured.
Warning, Pokemon 10LV isn't for everyone, may cause mild discomfort, practices frequent free speech, says offensive shit.
So why aren't you buying mystery pools from Pokemon 10LV?
Well, I'd rather pay too much and get nothing like the idiot I am.
Yo, why ain't you buying mystery pools from Pokemon 10LV? I'd rather get scammed on Whatnot, dropping $300 for a mystery box and pulling a common graded Bulbasaur, fam.
Are you a ruttard blowing too much on whatnot scams and overpriced streams? Then you need Pokemon 10LV to come to your fucking senses.
I used to be dumb as shit, wasting money everywhere. Till I tried Pokemon 10LV, now I am actually building a collection.
I used to have my head so far up the card con artist's ass, then I pulled out and got Pokemon 10LV. Now I'm cured.
Warning, Pokemon 10LV isn't for everyone, may cause mild discomfort, practices frequent free speech, says offensive shit.
Oh shit. Oh shit. It's legit. Hey, can y'all hear me? Is my mic on? Turn this thing up. Look, I got the baddies right here on the fucking desk. I got the baddies on the desk, y'all. Yes, y'all. Who still had a bag with me? A bag that didn't get revoked. I know there's a few down here. Did Cheddar have a bag? Let me see. Chillax, Alice, Debt Mode, Illicit 7. Craze Gaming, Lowry Minifig, Linrod, Marcella, Marble, JT, Hunter, Jen, OPB, Death Angels, UPB, Tuberculosis, Skull, Shiny Ricardo, Ten, you're too bright on the main cam. Hold up. Hold up. Ow. These fucking lights get hot as balls. That's still too bright, huh? Fuck. Well, that ain't cool. My whole fucking light falling over. There we go. Sorta. How the fuck does that even translate to that kind of whatever? Whatever, yo. I could probably like turn on the like auto fucking lighting bullshit. Hand cam, let me see here. Custom, configure, Um, I only get one option. What the fuck? What was in your bag, Cheddar? I don't even know what you had because I don't see one here. But I have to triple check. You got Fix Me. Hella Crits, DJ. I got Henri. Let me check the shipping website. I know I shipped you one time, but I don't know if I've shipped you another. That's what I hate about. Let me double check all this shit. No, didn't I ship to somebody like a cousin of yours or somebody? By the way, Yoav, what's going on? But let me pull up the shipping website. Let's see. Log in. Yeah, I did. Let me see. On I think March 24th. Right? Was it to Pacifica, California? The initials are DS. I don't want to say the full name. But yeah, that person should have your package. Unless they're lying to you. Yeah, that was delivered March 31st of 2025. Pacifica, California 94044. You're good, fam. This is an all new stream as far as that's concerned. All I have are fucking mystery pulls though. I have some sealed product, but I don't want to sell it. First off, it's like too much. Even what I got it at was too much, and I don't like to overcharge. So take your chances with the mystery pulls. I've been sending it's the small one. It's either was it in a white? I think I shipped you in a white one. It's a white bubble mailer. Japanese product or English? For the sealed stuff that I have both. Mostly English, but I have some Japanese. I still got a bunch of Japanese 151. I picked up the I did pick these up, yo. Hold up. I need to make a new scene where there's just my face cam. Scene face. Okay, because my room's a mess, yo. Hold up. Video capture device. Face. Alright. You see those? See that behind me on the floor? Check this out. I got the last two. I got the last two at my Sam's Club. I've got a few of these. I've got a couple of these. Sealed collection. I got a handful of these. I got about 6 of these, 7 of these. 7. I got 7 total. 2, I think 1 got open though. Of course, I got all my old sealed shit. I got all this shit back here. I got some Destined Rivals, some Journey Together. If I see a bunch of those, since nobody buys Journey Together, if I see a bunch at Walmart, I apologize, but I'm going to buy them all. If it seems like they just been sitting there for a week and even all the sports are gone, I'm going to buy all of them. No regrets. If nobody wants them, what the fuck? I'm just going to leave them there? Oh, the kids. Even the kids don't want it. Shut up. It's got to be the right situation, though. Like, it can't be like, oh, man. You know, there's... it's like Paradox Rift. Nobody wants it. And I have that, too. I have that on this one right here. Paradox Rift. I got one more booster box left that I'm keeping. I want to see where the price goes with that. But yeah, hey, mystery pools are $4. Payments are friends and family only. I don't do the goods and services bullshit. I don't like paying fees and all that. So if I had to pay fees, they'd be $5. But I don't even want to deal with the those 1099s and shit that they send you for being a business. So because one of the benefits, look, y'all can have your political fucking whatever. There's always a benefit to whatever politician's in office as far as presidency goes. Locally, that's all your guys' own state deals. But there's always a benefit that you can utilize no matter what president's in office, okay? So far, with the current administration, they rolled back the rule on payment apps. So you don't have to report after $600 anymore. Every single app has a $20,000 limit before you have to report that on your taxes. And even then, you could get away with more because not every transaction is going to trigger those $20,000. Every $5 or $10, $20 transaction, it's not going to trigger that $20,000 limit. So unless you're doing like $1,200, $3,000 transactions like consistently, you're never going to really need to report to the IRS as far as payment apps are concerned. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all that shit got rolled back. So use that shit for the next 3 years to your advantage, please. Don't waste your time like trying to do payments through a website, paying all those fees and stuff. Like that's, unless you really want to be like super legit, I guess. But then, you know, then you got to fucking worry about all your deductions and try to make up for that as far as how much you're making. And, you know, it just makes it a bigger paperwork headache than it needs to be when we're just fucking selling $4 hits here. All right. I can't send money as PayPal sucks here. Well, yeah, that's you and the other jackass James. You can you know, there's exceptions to some rules. You know what I'm saying? I have these rules for people, you know, on the regular who just like pop in and out. If you're like a frequent viewer and you come through here quite often or whatever, and you're a consistent buyer, then that rule could be bent. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, because even the goods and services for like the 2 people that I allow to do it, it's not enough to get me triggered to have to pay taxes. So if you need to pay goods and services, that's fine. I would ask that you add like 30% to your total to help cover the fees. If not, it is what it is. James never does. I ask him to, and he always ignores me. That's why when I see him at card party, I'm just going to kick him in the nuts, and that'll make it worth it. One of those days I see him at a card party in the future here. I'm good, Matt. Just been working a lot. Bad James. Is it 30%? Hold up. Let me make sure that I'm not bullshitting. You guys are overstating it. I don't think is it third? No, that's for YouTube donations. Hold on. What's the? I love AI. I'll tell you that right now. What's the percentage fee on GNS PayPal? Transactions. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's not 30%. Don't send 30%. Never mind. It's 3%. So add 3%. Oh, wait up. No, it's 4.5%. So 4.5% because it's over the border. If it's a transaction in the US, it's 3%. If it's a goods and services transaction international, it's $2.99 plus 49 cents, which is 1.5% extra. So yeah, every transaction add 4.5%, basically. So hold up, let's do. It wouldn't be a lot more. It would be like adding like fucking basically 50 cents to your transaction. 20, not even 50 cents. Let's just call it like 25 cents per transaction. To simplify that. Make it a quarter. 25 cents per transaction. Whatever you feel is 25 cents to you. I don't care. You know what? Like, if it's Canadian 25, if you want to go with US 25, I don't care. So if you're Canada, it's $4.25 a pull. If you're US, it's $4 a pull. If you're rare, it's rare. If you're Mexico, because I'm telling everybody how much of an asshole you are. The fuck? Why is my name coming up? I'm like, yo, this dude James is a douche. Why the fuck is that even open over there? Sorry, my computer tower has a fucking screen on the front. Hold up. So like I could drag like the chat over here and put it on the front of my tower on my rig. If you don't know, you don't know. I got a new PC, fucking set. You're Nah, I don't. Nope. I gave 10 all my money until I was broke. Of course he loves me. Did you see my intro, James? I'll run it. I'll run it if you ain't seen it yet. I also got a few of these. Check these out. Hold up. Are these unlocked?
I run $1 million Pokemon business from my basement, overcharge my customers, and lie on my taxes.
Just to show you how much I don't like Poke-NE. I've made a few.
I'm a naughty little egghead. I'm a naughty little egghead.
That is Poke-NE. I seen a commercial, but I was driving a skid steer. Fucking weirdo.
I'm a glorified scalper, but because I admit I overcharge, it's okay.
Hey, look. When anybody pulls a Japanese art rare, I got this one. Anytime someone pulls an AR. Look, like I said, Poke-NE is like is a fucking scalper. That dude's a scalper with a distributor. The fuck is that shit? My prices aren't the greatest, but what do you mean? Your prices could be great, you asshole. Like I said, he had his black and white booster bundles for like $57 or $58 on his website. Even dropping them down, he cut the price probably because he saw what I was saying somewhere. I guarantee it. Look, we need a Capsa kid. What the fuck is even that name?
What the hell are you talking about? You absolute retard.
Oh yeah, I got that one too. I'll be adding some more, but you know, I want to add more like these. I want to add more of those, like I want to find lyrics in music somewhere that relates to other kinds of pulls, like, you know, they accidentally relate. What's the word for that? The fuck am I trying to say? You know. Plus, I got the new mic. Check this mic out. It's not colorful. It doesn't light up, but it's fucking way better quality. Especially like when I want to record music. So I was like, let me go drop a few bands on them. Speaking of bands, that's what this costed me. These sumbitches right here. Sequential 10s for these promos. Sequential. And I got a Mexican Coke. You're right. It doesn't match my gay personality. So I gave it to my son because he's gayer than I am. It's cool when your kids are old enough that you guys could have like that kind of a joking relationship. You know, you can't do that with like elementary kids. Then you're just being mean. Like, you can't talk to your daughter like that. Not till she gets older. Like, hey, you fucking dumbass. Like, I talk to my, we have that kind of relationship, me and my kids. My kids still won't cuss around me. My daughter's 18 now.
You can't talk to me like that.
The fuck up. Founder. Surprised you didn't change your name to Gengar Daddy LV. I know I'm him now, right? With the Gengars. Golly, excuse me. Hold up. I got them in here somewhere. Some of these cards got to go out for grading. I think there's a Typhlosion back here. Hey, check out the mysteries, y'all. I gotta send this Ray out. Got a Master Ball Ponyta. I got this I want to grade. I got that I want to grade. I got an extra one of these I want to grade. I wanted it. Is this one worth grading? I don't think so. I'll just keep that one. Look, I got the fucked up version. This one's all shitty. It's all bent and stuff. I'm pretty sure I could fix it. Other than that, this thing's like pretty nice. Could use a little bit of fucking some cleaning right there. Now it's got a little bit of a big scratch on the back of it. See that scratch under the light? That might not yield a good grade there. Oh, there's a few of them. Look at all that scratching. Back scratcher! The hollow's clean as shit, though. Looks like there's a little bit of a binder bite right there, too. A little bit of binder bite. Nut scratcher! Little bit of some Terminator. Anyways. Probably never grade this, just keep it forever because of its low quality. Let's see what else. Placed an order 10. Cracker got a AR. Oh, I got a I got the other version of the Venusaur. So there's this version with that stamp on it. And then there's this version with that stamp. The only thing though is like every single one of these, like whoever owned them was like dropping them everywhere or something. I don't know. There's a little tiny chip on all three of them in different corners. Like that kind of was like, almost. But I know there's no, it's not like, you know how some people would pry these open? It's not like that because these actual cards are all photographed on PSA website. And you could tell, you can match up all the hollow pattern. You can match up, you know, the fucking slab itself. Considered regrading. These are $3,000 if you wanted to buy them. Sequential 10s. The only one though that has a swirl I think is Blastoise though. He's got like a partial swirl underneath him right there. But that's the only one with a swirl. Yeah, these are 3Gs. These are big boy cards right here. These are not the cheapest. Like this is damaged. I got this I want to grade. I want to grade that just because I don't think I'll grade these. Won't grade that. Won't grade that. I'll probably grade that. I have to check the wait up. I have another. Oh, I got English and Chinese. Probably grade those. Probably grade this. I might grade I like this card. I like the colors on this. Reslab them with new certs. Fuck that. PSA is a bunch of assholes. You think I want to take that risk? Probably won't grade that. Probably won't grade that as Binder Love. Probably won't grade that. It just does. The Chinese version just doesn't have the value worth grading. That maybe. This one I probably won't grade. Just because it's so bottom heavy. If it was more centered on the back, I would consider it, but that's like bad. I don't know. It's pretty damn thick compared to the top. Far away. So this might go. This is definitely getting graded. This I'm gonna send to PSA. I'll probably pay $150 to grade it express. See what happens. How much of Legend are you calling me old? Of course I am. I haven't opened any Legendary. I was away from Pokemon by the time Legendary came out. Then it comes back at 10 and you get upcharged another $150. Yep. But at least it'll be worth $4,000 as opposed to $1,700. You know? Oh, I got one of these. I don't think this will get a 10 either. It's got a white. It's got a little bit of white on the corner. I picked one of these up. I still gotta grade this. I want to grade that because it's just fucking. It's the error card with the upside down Pokeball on the back. See how I'm not doing any magic tricks? Thanks to the new India-China relations. See what happens? Like, this is like what you just mentioned is like what people like don't understand about how tariffs kind of like they change. So like we might impose tariffs. That means that another country might do a better deal with a different country, and then the other country can benefit a little bit. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, let's check the orders if I have any. I don't always get the fucking notifications. I'm probably not even logged into half of these anymore. Something about like my phone keeps logging me out of some things. Some things. Ba-ba-da-da. 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 Do-do-do-do-do-do. Apparently, the transaction fee was more than what, but we'll call it good. 91% or 91-cent fee. That's fine. So you got 5 pulls. Maybe AI didn't understand what the fuck it was saying. Let's see. 4. So hold up. 20 plus 4.5%. Oops. Yeah, it should have been like 2090, but maybe it's not per transaction. It is actually probably the percentage. Well, that's per pull, I guess. Either way, it's all good. All right, we got 5 pulls for your boy. My hand's on the camera, so you can see me go into every single pull. Oh, shit. Sorry, they're full, so it's kind of hard to get them out. 1, 2. There's going to be some hanging out there because it's a pain in the ass just to push them back in. 3. 4. And 5. So we've got 5. There's like 40 slabs in the mysteries. There's a bunch of shit. It's not listed, of course. I'm different. There's sealed products, there's booster bundles, there's building battles, all that type of shit. Also, don't forget to read the description because, like I said, things have changed as far as the channel's concerned. So we got 5 pulls for your boy. Let me see if I could change. This app real quick. Notification preferences. Verify that it's you. My nephew sent money. Let's see, notifications. Okay. I should get. All right. Founders got the 5 pulls as well. We've got cheddar, which we got to make a new bag for cheddar. Did somebody already steal my fucking my good Sharpie? Never mind, I found it. Sounds like 10 left his vibrator on every time he talks. Am I getting vibration? What do you mean? Yes. All right, hold on. Ugh. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testicles. Testicles. Let's
James
see.
is whining way too much. Right, James?
That is a little bit. How about now? Mic check, mic check. Check, 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 check. Hi, chat. My name is PokeNE.
I run $1 million Pokemon business from my basement, overcharge my customers, and lie on my taxes.
I don't know. I'll have to go into the mic settings later and probably change. Is it better or no? Huh? Filters, hold up. Compressor. All right, I'll leave it. She said to leave it because it's going to bother you. All right, here we go. Our first one. It's probably the AC thing blowing or humming, buzzing thingies. Anyways, Cheddar, let's go with your first pulls. All right. And we're starting with our Palkia V-Star. And we've got Scizor on the front. Like I said, if you read, the front ones might not be in the best condition, your front cards. A lot of times they are, but not every time. All right. We got our trainer Gallery. This Scizor, I think, might be in decent shape. Yeah, your Scizor is good. Oops. Not anymore. I dropped it. All right. We've got our vintage Squirtle. Can't hear me now? Can you hear me now? Cheddar's lying. It's Squirtle. We got Pierce and some vintage. Throw you to vintage. All right. Ortide. Is this French? One of those fucking foreign languages. Ursaluna EX. Come on. Love the turt. I'm turting. And you got Jinx. Full art from 151. All right, let's throw it in the sack for you. Throw it in the sack. And we'll see what Founders... Let's see what Founder gets. Might have sniped you. Founder might snipe you. Don't forget to get your shit from your family member. These two aren't really... Unless you want these. Two... Three. Whoops. We'll go 4. And we'll go 5. I got a Jinx for my first time order. Perfect. Actually, I should use these ones. These are good bags for slabs and to fucking put cards in. I'm going to start using those as well. All right, here we go. Founder. Got that grass energy. This is an old one, 2007. Probably keep that for you. But we got an Alcremie V. Creamy. Professor's Research. Let's go. We got... Weren't we just talking about this motherfucker? Capsakid. Capsakid in the house. Baby shiny. We got Stanky Manky. And we got Radiant Serena. Hold up. Hold up. We got Kyogre with the Blitzel. This would be an AR in Japanese, so.
I got an AR, like he's shooting stools up.
I'll keep everything. I lost my collection. You lost everything that you got from me as well? Holy shit. And we got you the gold and this vintage card. Got you the gold fist bump energy. Knocking on your dough. And we'll put that in the bag for Founder. Not everything of yours. Thank goodness. For some things, right? No! Alright, Founder. Founder, you're up. You're up in there now. Let me see if you've got another bag here. That might have been left over. We got Merble. Marcella's still here. Minifig, J and A. I don't know that guy. I think he hasn't been here for a while. Just Josh in. Jim Feroz. Maybe not. Maybe not. But Founder, I got you a bag started over there. Date the bag, please. Today's date, 9/5/25. Fucking fires, man. Gosh damn fires. You know how I do. When you finally gonna become big so I can sell all my signed 10LV shit? I don't want to be big. Yo! Kuro! What's good, fam? Been a minute since I've seen you live. You've messaged me on Discord a few times, but not like significant conversations, you know? Who else wants to try their luck? We got a shit ton of slabs in there. Something's got to come out. Do I already have a bag? Let me I'd have to dig a little bit more. I didn't dig that well. I don't think so. I don't see it. Yeah, the last thing I sent you was a box, I believe, to your P.O. box. I'm pretty sure you got it. Did I make it? Yes. Did you see the intro video? Probably not. So let's run it. One more time for the new ones.
So why aren't you buying mystery pools from Pokémon 10LV?
Well, I'd rather pay too much and get nothing like the idiot I am.
Yo, why ain't you buying mystery pools from Pokémon 10LV? I'd rather get scammed on Whatnot, dropping $300 for a mystery box and pulling a common graded Bulbasaur, fam.
Are you a ruttard blowing too much on Whatnot scams and overpriced streams? Then you need Pokémon 10LV to come to your fucking senses.
I used to be dumb as shit, wasting money everywhere. Till I tried Pokémon 10LV, now I am actually building a collection.
I used to have my head so far up the card con artist's ass, then I pulled out and got Pokemon 10LV. Now I'm cured.
Warning. Pokemon 10LV isn't for everyone. May cause mild discomfort. Practices frequent free speech. Says offensive shit.
All right, back to the show. So we got a new intro video. As ideas come up, I'll add to that intro video, of course. I still got a lot of credits left on the AI app. So, you know, as ideas hit me. Daddy Ranch. Also, shout out to Daddy Ranch. Says offensive shit. Shout out to Daddy Ranch doing his thing for the ALS stuff. Definitely need to get a cure, a full-blown cure, a medical cure, because I know people won't, a lot of people won't do what I said to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, they won't follow my information just because it's not coming from a doctor. Cheddar. 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 What was that payment, Cheddar? Is that shipping? Or do you want more pulls? You want more pulls? Tremo. All right, let's go. Trey Moore. Also, this cam right here that you can see up top with my hand in it. See my fingers? See my fingers wiggling? I'm trying to figure out more games and stuff like that. I wanted to get a Plinko board, kind of like what Broly has, but do it differently, of course. I want to put slabs on the bottom of it, and, you know, like a valuable one in the middle, but like some other slabs on the outside, and just kind of run it like that. 10, notice me. Summer Evie, what's going on, fam? Welcome in. We got a Goldine. Goldie? The 18-year-old listened to you with the what? Fembendazole? Did she take Fembendazole? She took Fenbendazole? Ah, shit my pants. I'm pretty sure I recommended Fenbendazole. If it was cancer, I'm going Fenbendazole all day. Wishy-washy. Thank God. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we got a Kyogre V. Remission is good news. That means the cancer is going back away. It's leaving. It's shrinking. Things are starting to look better. Wishy-washy titties. Oh, we already got something. PSA 9. Pincer. Number 168. Yo. We already got one. All right, let me find it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Cracker got an AR like he shooting schools up.
Cheddar got an AR like he's shooting schools up. That's why I gave you the big bag, because I knew you were gonna pull a slab. I got Palkia and Dialga. Perfection. Ten twinkle toes when you standing on business. I'm always standing on business when it comes to fighting diseases. Bam. I already pulled a fucking slab out of the mysteries. See what I'm saying? Them shits is in there. Let me sign this bit. Remind me to sign these energies too. That way they could go with your fucking, with your slab. You know what I'm saying? Throw them slabs in the bags. What I'm saying. Also, like I said, the mysteries are never like gonna fully run out. I will always add to them. So as soon as I like get collections, I even have like a stack ready to go to add to it. I just need a few more things to kind of obviously offset costs and shit like that. But and then once I find a few more things to go in, all these slabs are going in as well. So we're gonna put that in. We got that. I got that. I got this pristine Bramblin. I got this Gengar Japanese pristine. I got this Mew promo vintage. I got this Blastoise full art. These things are all going to start getting dropped in. You know what I'm saying? Going to drop in. Minifig, what's cracking? Yeah, they are for, they would be for sale if, but they're very expensive. Just want to state that they would be very expensive. They're running about $3,000. The $3,000 price though would be like shipping and everything. If I had to ship them. Also, disclosure that these do have a little bit of some. The slab itself has all three of them for whatever reason. I don't know. They have like a little corner chip somewhere on the slab. I don't know if these were in a box getting tossed around or fucking dropped or whatever, but they do have a little chip. So, but they are sequential 10s. All three of them. And you can find the pictures of these if you want to look them up. If you want to look up that cert number and look at this hollow pattern to match it up, it is the correct card. It's not fake. Also with this one, look at that hollow pattern. Go to PSA. The pictures are on their website. This hollow pattern is what's in the slab on PSA. So that's the cert number for this one. So, you know, it's all legit. Hey, nephew sent more. All right. So let me move those out of the way. Let me put this in Cheddar's bag. Cheddar. Thanks, 10. I gotta sleep now. It's 4 a.m. See you next stream. Appreciate you. Damn, it's early over there. I don't know if it'd be better if I streamed later or earlier in my day. I don't know what your sleep schedule is, but oh shit, sequential and all 10s. Sequential, yes. Josh Reed, no. Happy Friday! It is Friday. I got off work early. We got another handful of pulls. A handful of pulls for Founder. Founder, let's hope you get lucky as well. I want to see you pull some magic. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Do you have any raw mysteries? Like these? These are all raw. I'm just happy to be here. Appreciate it. Appreciate anybody that's happy to be here. We got a vintage energy. And we got the Luxio baby shiny. All right, here we go. Let's build up Founder's collection again. Founder lost a bunch of shit in them California fires. So let's try to fix that. Fucking fires. Here we go. PSA 8 Persian reverse foil. Woo! We got you, fam. We got you with another slab. 2 slabs already. What's going on? Bada bang. Got that energy symbol hollow pattern, the reverse foils, PSA 8, fire red, and leaf green. Friggin' love these cards. These are some of my favorite cards ever, just because of that hollow pattern. With the yeah, with the energy symbols, fucking fire, yo. And we got Founder with a slab. Is that vintage? The year is 2004, yes. So it's officially over 20 years old. That makes it vintage. So yes, it is vintage. All right, here, let's pull another one. We're not done. All right, we got Skeledirge and a vintage Magnemite. Oh, we got 2 more pulls left here. All right, here we go. And we got that Pupitar promo. That's actually pretty dope. That's actually a pretty dope-ass promo. And we got that Alolan Ninetales GX. Woo, woo. Alolan Ninetales GX. Let me sleeve this promo just in case you want to hit a little promo binder. C-Dot and Cinderace VMAX. Oh, Cinderace. Well, that was that. Now I got to get you a bigger bag, Founder. And let me sign this energy before I forget. For the slab. Hard to see hits with extra screen view. Let me see. Should I move? Not that. Don't do that, stupid. Or should I pull the camera back? Hold up. Filter, properties, configure, camera control, zoom. All right. Maybe that one will help visibility wise. Just hide and unhide the camera whenever someone purchases. I could do that too. See me doing it? You see me doing it? Okay. Well, let me sign it. Bada bang. Ten's so smart. Ted's a smart ass. Did you want to see all the hits again? Just since we're in a new camera view now, we can see everything. Pupitar, Ninetales. Put the stream in slow motion. Slow motion for me. Got a hit. Got a slab. Just don't know if all this is gonna fit together. I have to swap you into a bigger bag. Oh. All right. We'll do it like that for now till we figure out What else we wants to do? Goldine. This guy. How's the weather in Vegas? It's been raining. The camera's still there. Yeah, but it's below the camera. Because I zoomed out. I'm still waiting for my stuff. Also, welcome back. I'll get over there soon. I'll be in the hood. Same, late monsoon. I was in Prescott, or Prescott, as the locals call it, which sounds ridiculous, but whatever. It's literally Prescott. Like, Prescott doesn't even make sense. You're zoomed out. But I was in Prescott, working on the cement plant Drake. It's a terrible cement plant. Their fucking stacks are so high. You got to climb all the... yeah, fuck that. Anyways. I was there and we had to get the fuck down so many times because of the fucking lightning that was coming in. So we had to get off the stack, climb all the way the fuck down the ladder, wait around, climb back up, interrupt our testing, start all over. That shit was not fun. What you know about? Just placed an order with goods and services. Canceled. Canceled? Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. I'm still the same. That's the right way to do it. Canceled. I need another Mexican Coke. Where's my Mexican girlfriend? Bebe, bring me your daughter's Coke. I'm trying to steal her daughter's drink. Tell Angel I said, hey, why don't she just come the frick in here? Huh? And say, hey. Wow. I ain't scared of no ghost. Get your ass in here. Give me another Coke. Do we have limes? It's Friday. Do we have limes? A Corona. It's 3:33. What in the OnlyFans is this? You got a leg. See the leg? See that leg? Did you guys see it? Almost too much for YouTube. That's almost too much for YouTube. Hey, show off the quads that you're building. Show those. No, the quads, not on your legs. Straighten it out. Ba-ba! She been running. So the leg muscles are like that. Bueno. If there's limes, I want a Corona. If there's not, I just want water. Isn't it weird how, like, preferences are? It's got to be a specific way or I don't want it. She's been running, I haven't. I just been fucking climbing towers. So, like, the need to work out for me is like fucking, nah. Do too much other bullshit. You just sound like a little bee, itch. Cool hat. I ran in the woods. There's a cool fitness trail there. Fitness? Fitness dick. Back to the board. I heard ice. And I'm not talking about immigration raids either. I just drank a beer like a man, not a gay boy. Gay? I'm not gay. Where them beans at? What do you drink? IPAs? Son of a bitch. Bebe, can you go to the store? Your weekend's over? What the French? I can't too, it's just not as good. It depends on the beer, but Corona requires lime. I don't know. American beer is just water. Most beer is like most of that commercial shit is just water. When I was in Washington, they got good beer out there. I drank one called Stardust. Holy fuck. That was some good stuff. That was what, like 9%? Or space dust, sorry. Space dust. It's not even flavored. Space Dust IPA. It's 8.2%. I used to snort Space Dust. My coworkers got drunk as shit. I went back to the hotel. When we were in Washington, I went back to the hotel. They decided they wanted to go from one bar to one where you had to drive through. We had a perfectly good bar where we could stay at, right next to the hotel. And for whatever reason, they wanted to drive somewhere and get more fucked up and then come back. I was like, we should have drove there, drank, and then came back and finished over here next to the hotel. You guys did this shit backwards. Explains why you're out of this world. Should I try my luck on some sealed product? How many likes do we got? How do I get a likes widget? Hold up. I need a like widget. My son's PC should be done soon. I'm getting my son a gaming PC for his birthday. You might have wasted your luck for 2025. You think? I don't think so. I mean, we could even try our luck with some different stuff. Like the Dragon Ball. I kind of don't want to. I kind of want to rip this. kind of want to rip this. I want to keep it sealed, but I want to rip this bitch so bad. Do you gain at all? Game? I will now that I got a gaming PC, yes. I play with my Xbox controller, though. I don't like playing with the keyboard and mouse. It kind of sucks. I used to play keyboard and mouse when I was younger, but when you're playing like first-person shooters and shit, like it's so much better with a controller. There's too much room for error with a mouse. Should play a game called Peak. Bye-bye. Should we open one of these? The prismatic. The ones I got from Sam's Club. I think we should. I've been hella lucky. It's gonna go with the Sea and Sky boxes. This one's kind of damaged anyway, so like people are gonna lowball me on it if I ever try to sell it. The box is damaged. So this is our last chance at fucking prismatic. Ludi! Hey, Ludi, I got $4 mystery pulls. We've already pulled 2 slabs for people. And I've only sold, what, $60 worth? $4 each. What? Not with this one box. We ain't finishing no prismatic binder. If we get a God pack out of here, which that one looks like it. That one right there looks like a God pack. Yeah. $40 is which was me. Yeah. But prismatic is so bad with the pulls, like. I can never open that box. I got another one. I bought my limit of 2. I got one still for the seal. And who knows, maybe they'll drop another batch of these at fucking Sam's Club. You know what I'm saying? So that could, like, 1 pallet or 2 pallets per store. There's no way that was enough. Like, very few people got these. There's no freaking way. And in some states, some fucking people somehow were getting full pallets of them. Not in Vegas, but some other places, somehow jackasses were getting full pallets of these. So there's going to be an issue. 10, show interest in my game. Nah. I feel like if you play it, it's not as cool. I missed out on lots of Sam's Club Pokemon. I actually still have some old-ass Sam's Club shit up there. I got a few ETBs. I got tins from Sam's Club in my seal collection, so those I've had forever. All right. Let's rip this bit. Huh? Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's already fucked up. I can't go back now. Oh, there's no going back. The box is ripped. All right, here we go, y'all. I already opened $400 worth. Prior to this, $400 worth of fucking prismatic and ain't pulled shit. $400, which is a case of mini tins or a display of mini tins and a prismatic SPC. So that's the $400 worth of shit I've opened. We've got this box right here. Folks, we're going to pull the packs out. We're going to save the Dude, all the fucking promos in here are stamped though, which is hella dope. Even the jumbo is prismatic stamped, which is insane. Think we can get all these in a 10? All right, let me sleeve up these promos first. Except for this jumbo, that's got to go over here. To collect dust. I heard jumbos are making a pretty big splash, but it's like the box topper ones so far. Maybe that'll bleed over into the other jumbos. The T-Tar's dope. This one. This one's better than this. But that's the Paldea Evolved. You're jumbo, I know. I definitely know that. I've definitely, yeah, I have that many tins from Sam's. Scarlet Violet stamped Lucario. Come on, folks. Beautimus. Let's put those away. All right, we've got... This is the one that I call the God Pack. Holy shit, we might have a couple of them. These are heavy. Or maybe I just haven't opened packs in a long time. All right, we've got how many packs here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is like almost the same amount of packs as the fucking SPC for like a quarter of the price. You feel me? A quarter of the price of an SPC. Of course, you don't get the little deck box with the fuzzy fucking Eevee deck box and the play mat and all that shit. But come on, who really gives a fuck? Once you get one of those, you don't need them in all of them. You know what I'm saying? This is the one I said was a God Pack. We'll open it last. All right, here we go, folks. Let's, yeah, let's do that. Let's turn that off. Now we got full fucking pack. We got it. Let's go, folks. Opening up some prismatic. All right. I might keep the code cards. I haven't gotten any of those yet. Larry's Skill. That's our first card. Dunsparce. Where's Henri at? Goldeen. Applin. Super Premium Collection. Some shit. Bug Catching Set. Heatran. I ain't just cooling, I'm crisping. All right, we got a... Okay. Habanberry. He almost kind of looks like the dad from Full Metal Alchemist. The one that made his daughter into a homunculus. Worst father in history. Whimsicott. And a Hollow Energy. Oh, no. Oh, no. First pack's a dud. First pack's a dud. Come on. I got to make my money back that I've spent so far, at least. Well, I mean, I won't make my money back because if I pull anything, it goes to Miss fucking Evolution's back here, who collects it all. Larry Skill. Dunsparce again. FMA had me in tears. Yeah, that's the best anime. You can't tell me otherwise. Screamtail! Anyways. Screamtail's in this set. I forgot. Lucha. Friends in Paldea. Applin. And what the fuck am I doing here? Hey, who keeps putting these in my fucking packs? Who keeps putting this bullshit in my packs? Another Whimsicott Hollow. We're not gonna do it. It's not gonna, nope. Not gonna happen. All right, here we go. Those are just a test run. We're gonna pull it here. We're gonna pull it. All right. My eye itches. Isn't it if your eye itches, you're going to get money? Or that's your hand. Your palm? Palms are sweaty. Miltank. Roll out. Professor's Research. Aroma Tease. Noibat. Janine's Secret Art. Reggie Gigas. Lacey. Sometimes you gotta check these cards. The backgrounds might be having something in them. All right. Bad Daddy. Duskull. And a Fluttermane. Good gracious. This ain't it, folks. Do not open Prismatic if you have it. This is a fucking living testament to that. Don't open it, folks. It's going to lead you down a dark path. This is worse than drugs. If this set was out during the era of the DARE program, they would have warned you about this shit too. They would have told you don't do it. Hippowdon, Bunnery, Larvitar, Pinsir, Seeking, Cypher Maniac, Executor, Okie Dogie, Spritzy. Oh man, I pulled my boy Lugia. Itchy Palm. Itchy Palm. I don't have this. I don't have this in my Lugia collection, so that's where that one's going. Hyper Whirlpool. Cha-ching. We got a hit, folks. We got a hit. We'll put it on the keyboard. Keyboard Warriors. Let's go. Where are my keyboard warriors at? Oh. All right. Next pack. Duskull. Slowpoke. Cottony. Litleo. Pyroar Revolving. Festival Grounds. Such an empty card. So much potential. You know, when it comes to uncommon cards, like, there's so much potential for that art. Seeking. Reggie Gigas. Techno Radar. And Dragapult EX. All right. Stop giving me this shitty luck, like mid luck. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just get mid hits and that's what you get. But Dragapult EX. Lugia. I'm sailing away. Here we go. Houndoom. Professor's Research. Applin. Goldeen. Area Zero. Underdepths. Reggie Gigas. Carmine. All right, we got the Techno Radar Pokeball version. All right, nice texture. Spritzy again. Umbreon Hollow. And a Hollow Energy. Okay. Double rare are cool. Back from work. Work? I thought you were like a teacher or some shit. An instructor. All right, here we go. Riolu. Friends in Paldea. Low Punny. You know. If you know, you know. Dreepy. Kieran. Screamtail! Screamtail. All right, we got Cypher Maniac. Okie dokie. Iron Boulder. Fudge. Got 7 packs left. 7 packs left. At least Prismatic has Screamtail in it. So we could get our jollies out of that. And Miltank. Riolu. Aromatis. Noibat. Sea King. Kieran. Executor. Buddy Poffin. Is Cloudbot not on? Nope. Not quite. Bronzor. Vaporeon Hollow. And this energy. I'm not using Streamlabs right now. I'm using OBS. Using OBS Studio only. May I make a purchase? Yes, you may. Mystery pools are $4 each. Try your luck. We've got 2 slabs already, and these just started. These are all new fucking mysteries. All kind of stuff going on in them. Not just fucking like chases, but there's good hits too. Badoo. Another Vaporeon. 2 Vaporeon. Check. Thank you. I have plenty of Vaporeons now. Please don't give me any more. Whatever spirit is guarding the prismatic hits from happening. All right. Black belts training. Badoo. Pupitar. Eevee. We pulled a Eevee, folks. Lacey. Executor. Binding Mochi. May all the Vaporeons come your way. Riolu. Goldeen. Archaludon. Jeez Louise, this is tough. This is tough hits. We've got Lugia and Dragapult EX. So far out of a $60 box. Okay? Mind you, this is cheap. Considering all things considered. Market considered, everything considered. This is pretty cheap. But it's still a lot for a little. You know what I'm saying? You're paying a lot for a little when it comes to hits. Pyroar, Buddy Poffin, and then you got the jackasses that are immediately turning around and selling these for 120 each. So, you know. Fluttermane again. I feel like this round is like specifically picked to have no hits. Specifically. Maybe these boxes are just appeasement boxes. They're not for actual hits. They're just to make you feel like you're getting product. Slowpoke, Fan Rotom, Hippopotamus, Carmine, Great Tusk, Professor, oh, no Master Ball, Glaceon. Pokeball Glaceon, not a Master Ball. Leafeon, okay. And Ursaluna. Couldn't finish it off with another evolution, could you? Jackass. All right, here we go. Second to last pack. Second to last pack. Are you hearing me? Where's my luck? I'm supposed to be lucky. Roto Stick. Cottony. I'm reverting back to cold hands. Slow King. Schlitleo. Janine's Secret Art. Bug Catchy. All right, I got a Max Rod. Max Rod. Dreepy. And Groudon. Okay. Didn't watch Peak trailer? Nope. I'm busy. I'm a busy man. I'm a busy boy. But I'm back. I'm back to make a change in the Pokemon movement. All right. We got one pack left. I said it was a God pack. There's no way in hell that it is, but I said it was. That's why the hits are ass. You might be right. You might be right. And to pull a God pack, I don't think it's... There's no freaking way. There's no way. All right, here we go. Nope. Dreepy, Miltank, Habanberry, Noibat. We're going to have shit here. Halucha. Get ready for it. It's going to be terrible. Regigigas. All right, Buneary. Ladies and gentlemen, Buneary. But to be honest with you, the hits are ass just because it is prismatic. That's why the hits are ass. Amories. And a Glaceon Hollow. Fuck. This couldn't have been any fucking worse. Couldn't have been any worse. That's 100% garbage. This is what we got from a $58 box. Let's see what our profits are. Let's go ahead and... How the fuck did that turn back on? The fuck is this?
For a mystery.
Does that go away? Ken X, did you see my purchase? I haven't looked at it yet, but I know you did. 888 Collectibles is probably a good spot to try. Ken X with the 5 pulls plus shipping, Ken X said. I got some hits, though. I got 3 hits. So, Ken X. Ford still has a bag. All right, Ken X, let's pull you 5 hits, you're paid. All I have is mysteries right now, so it doesn't really. You didn't have to be specific. I'm only doing mysteries because I want to make affordable sales. All right. 1, 2, free. 4. Let's go 5 with this one. Ken X, let's hook you up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well, you're already winning with the Pikachu. That's like what, $7 on the front side right there. $7-8. And the Mewtwo promo in the back. So that's your first one. First things first. If you don't need it, you can sell it. Get something you need, trade it. So try to grade this as a 10. I don't think it will though. All right, next one. Super Potion Vintage. And a Kyogre V. Nope. It ain't hitting on that one. Another Vintage Energy that's really messed up. Radiant Gordivore. All right, here we go. Elekid. Oh, there we go. CGC 10, Pristine, Baby Shiny, Dash Bun. It's happening. 3 slabs already today. It's already happening. The Dash Bun is all yours. Ken X. And you still got another hit. And that Elekid isn't too bad either. For what it is. Bada bing. 3 slabs so far. We're fucking really doing it today, buddies. We're hitting big today. All right. Kennex, you're still at the same address, right? Just in case I ship you out or something. And the Magirna V with a first edition Chinchou. Chinchou. I should probably just put you in a bigger bag. Since this bag on the CGC slab is already big, to put it into the same size bag would make no sense. Ken X, in case you overflow again or something, we'll put you in that bag. Or I'll just give it to somebody else and cross your name off on it. Ken X. First stream back. First official stream back. Like official business stream. Hey, we got 3 people pulling slabs already. Told you the mysteries are paying out. They're going to pay out. A lot more than these other streams. You go to these other streams, they're going to charge you an arm and a leg for very low chance. You got a high chance here. Got a very high chance here at something. Just trash those. We don't need all that. We need this. I think that's it. Let's go into Angel's collection. 10 got me a PSA 10 Tina when I bought Crown Hennies. You graded that one? Oh, did you show me? You showed me. Right? I get people that show me all the time, so I kind of forget. Like, they show me pulls of that have gotten 10s and shit that came from me. We got that one as well. I'm pretty sure she's got that. I don't know if she's got that. Well, we'll put one of these in case you don't. Spritzy. Spritz. No, I didn't show it yet. Tina. All right, let's. These are no longer true statements. And bada bing. I could have started playing music, I guess, right? But then you wouldn't hear all the fucking.
What the hell are you talking about? You absolute retard.
We'll be able to hear all these goodies.
I'm a naughty little egghead. Bye.
That is super loud. Don't care. Don't care. Tell somebody who cares. Fine, I'll turn it down. Stop crying. Should turn down your memes like 20%. It's too low. Why are you in your car?
What the hell are you talking about? You absolute retard.
All I heard was Roxanne calling me a retard. Well, if he says it, it's true. If he said it, it gots to be true. Ooh, blaring through the daycare parking lot.
Cracker got an AR, like he shooting schools up.
Tropic Thunder. Cracker got an AR. Like he's shooting schools up. Yeah. Also, why is there fucking liquid on my shit? Here we go. Also, if you wanted these, they're $3,000. If anybody wants these perfect 10s, 3Gs, shipped. That's the price. 3Gs, sequential. 80, 81, 82, 369. Otherwise, they stay with me. Nah, we are halfway home. So you live right down the street? Let me go to the shipping website. Pirate ship. Pirate ship. Pirate ship. Pirate ship. Pirate ship. Where can I? Where can I add money? I'm trying to figure out, because what I want to do is like, so when I get paid shipping, I want to put the money into the shipping account. You know what I'm saying? So that way, like, it doesn't get mixed in with other funds. Let's see, ship, upload, import, rates, view USPS rate sheets, no. Reports, haven't shipped shit in over 30 days. Payment method, manage users, let's see, payment method. Support. They just didn't make this easy, did they? Connect e-commerce platforms and synchronize orders. Adjust label settings and export file. Notification settings. Adjust label settings and export. No. Choose how you'll pay. No. Saved packages. Create and modify your most commonly shipped packages. No. Set your physical. Track emails. Invite crewmates aboard your account. Yo, Limpy! Erect. Those the 90s cases, or are they newer sealed? Perfect 10s, they are probably 8s with BGS. Those are, you mean the slabs? These slabs are a little bit newer because they're the fugitive inks. So they're not the old ones, because the really old ones would be missing the how much we duck race in the slabs. $500 per person. And that's 6 people. A 6-person race. Six people, $500 each, 6 spots. 6 spots available. That's a real baller shit. 3K. I don't know too many people that would be willing to lose $500 on a duck race, though. Like, $20 is like kind of pushing it. Same PayPal? It's never going to happen. But yes, I do have the same PayPal, but it's never going to happen. Nobody else is going to jump in on that. Let's see. Reports page. That's where it is. Add credit. 6. Add credit. All right, so we got $6 in there for can X. Perfect. I figured it out. Crack, I got an AR. We got fresh mysteries. We got a lot of mysteries. This whole doohicky's full of them. But we got mystery pulls for ages, and they'll get replenished periodically with new hits and so on and so forth. Remember that Mzard CGC I won? Yes. Cracked it, sent it to PSA, got a 10. Of course. Of course. What was it? It was a 9.5, was it? CGC? Like $900 now. Good. I'm glad. That's how you do it. Take those chances. Nobody likes me. Oh, shit. That thing's 910. Holy fuck. That's insane. I'm going to check price charting. I just want to see if you're... What? It was a 9.5, right? A CGC 9.5? Yo, hard! I've been doing shows. I'm trying to do shows as well. I'm going to get into doing shows. You have enough slabs to fucking go forever, dude. Shows as a vendor? Are you asking Limpy that or me? If you're asking me, yes, I want to do them as a vendor. Twin Oaks Card Show. Where do you live at? You're still in Washington, right? I was in Washington State. I was right at the Canadian border. I was like just north. I was just north of Seattle. What you selling? I was in Burlington, Washington. You owe me some kickback. You got a lot of slabs for me, bro. You owe me some kickback. I got you started, bro. I got you started. I was in Linden, Washington. That's right near the border. And then I took a hotel in Burlington because it was closer to the job site that I was working on. Man, I love Puget Sound Energy. Their fucking facilities are super nice. Like, I've hated most of the jobs I've been to so far. I could be at a Puget Sound facility every week. Every fucking week. They keep shit clean. Washington is a clean state no matter where you at. Yeah, the job site, like, you go to like job sites that have like stacks and shit like that, like emission stacks, because that's what I do. I test like cement plants, gold mines, people that generate electricity and all that type of shit, like power companies. So we go and test their stacks, but like most of these stacks are filthy. They're fucking. They got like shitty ass platforms to be on. Not at fucking Puget. Puget was like a 5-star hotel of fucking stacks. And they're short. They're not like 200 feet tall, so you don't have to climb forever. They're like 60 feet tall, and the platform's at like 45 feet. So like you got a short climb. You got a nice big fucking platform to work on. It's easy to get to. The ports are easy. They're clean. Shit was immaculate. And it's fresh fucking air, dude. It was like, I'd be there in the morning, 75 degrees. It was like 64 on the drive in. It would become like 75 by the time we got up there. And it would just stay nice all day, and nice and breezy. You got to get used to the smell, though, because like you get that really deep, like earthy air. You know what I'm saying? Like you smell all the trees, you smell all the soil. That's some shit I'm not used to, because like I live in a desert. So like you could feel it like in your nostrils when you're out there if you're not used to that type of environment. It's almost like when you breathe cedar. You know how you could almost when you smell cedar, you could almost feel it in your nose, like particulates. That's what the air is like, you know, where there's a lot of trees and moist soil and shit and fog in the morning. Those drives in the morning were fucking crazy. I took some pictures too. Like that early morning fog and shit. Like that. Like on the road. Like that shit's so dope looking. Smells moist. It does. It smells like moist soil. Like that shit, like that's so crazy. I know it probably doesn't look that great, but that shit looks dope as shit. Like you don't get fog in Vegas either. Never. And then I went to what's the place called? It was like Coconut Kenny's pizza place. I got this fucking taco pizza. Delicious. And then the Big Kahuna. Delicious. And then this was on the job site. Fucking big ass praying mantis. They don't grow that big here in Vegas. We have them, but they don't get this big. Hardly. And this one had like eyes on his arms. You see that dark with white, the black and white eyeballs on its arms, which is hella dope. Scythe. My coworker's scared of bugs, and he had no idea. Like, he's like, "What the fuck are you doing holding that thing?" He's so scared of it. I was like, "Bro, this is the coolest shit ever." Like, we don't have this type of shit. This was Twin Falls in Idaho on the way in. Twin Falls, beautiful. Yeah, when you're in Vegas, you're like deprived of all of nature's beauty, and then you go to states like that, and you're like, "Fuck, this is nice. It's fresh. There's clean air." Fuck, you're missing out. Portland, on the other hand, when you go to Oregon, it's not quite like that. There's trees and shit like that, right? But there's also crackheads everywhere in Portland. The town I was in Washington was Burlington. It was definitely MAGA country. Burlington, Washington was definitely MAGA. It was an old people town too. I want to see a wild armadillo. The one no one wants to talk about. Yeah, it's a little embarrassing. When I went to Portland, like, people were just like stealing from the store and like nobody was doing shit. Like, what the fuck's going on? I'm like, I'm in a Safeway, and there's like a bunch of fucking homeless people in there stealing, and nobody's batting an eye at it. I'm like, what the fuck is this? They just walk in, and they don't do it once. The people walk in, they steal something, walk out, and walk right back in, and steal something else, and like just so nonchalant. Like, I saw a dude, he stole a fucking a 6-pack of fucking Mike's Hard Lemonade in the glass bottles. He walks out, boom, gives it to his crackhead girlfriend, walks back in, walks straight up to the fucking sunglasses rack, starts trying on sunglasses and checking himself out, pulls out his phone, took a picture of himself, and then leaves with the glasses. I was like, what? Who's doing this? Do something. I'm like looking around. There was a Pokemon vending machine there though, and I got Pokemon out of it. I got a fucking white flare ETB out of that bitch. So that was pretty cool. Other than that, please no. Please no. And Fred Meyer's. Bro, I wish I knew about Fred Meyer's. Like, we have a store like that. It's called Smith's. But they don't have the electronics store. They don't have a jewelry store. They don't have like a clothing department. Like, our Smith's is owned by the same company that owns Fred Meyer. Or Fred Meyer. But it's just the grocery store part. Scalper's got a scalp. Yeah, what's cool is because Fred Meyer has the fucking electronics section. They sell Pokemon in there and other trading cards. And then they usually have a Pokemon vending machine in there. So like you could hit two things. You got two chances to get some shit when you go there. A scalper's got a scalp. Oh, you're the one they hate now. Wait till Opossum Bud hears about this. Wait till Rock Sandy hears about this. Oh, I'm going straight to him. Tipping him off. Screenshot. I'm sending this to Rattle. Hey, guys. I left the mini tins. Don't worry. They didn't have a limit. I wish I would have known. I would have checked there every day. To be honest with you. Because every state I've gone to outside of Vegas, like Nevada, I found Pokemon somewhere. But in Nevada, you don't find the shit. Everybody goes and waits around for it. 50 OP12. Holy fuck. Actually, I did see those in town here in Vegas. Right? Was that here in Vegas? It was in a glass case. What the fuck store did I see that in? No, it was the Target out there. It was right next to their abandoned mall. Or, I'm sorry, closed down mall. No, yeah, but they had a limit of 2. Or, yeah, 2. So I was like, I'm not even going to fucking waste my time. If I can't buy at least 5, there's no point in buying a blister or a fucking sleeved booster pack. You think I'm going to get lucky? Hell no. What's the main chase out of OP12? Check it out. OP12. Hey, full transparency, what are you making like per show? There's a show out in Portland too, though, if you want to go there. But that's what, like a 5-hour drive from you? Five-hour. Every show is different. Yeah, I go to Portland to buy singles. I bought so many singles, but they're all in the mysteries. Unless I buy something like this, obviously, like this higher stuff, like $3,000 shit. Kind of gotta. $952. I mean, that's a lot, but like, did you see you saw the Pikachu I pulled, right? I pulled that out of a single box that I paid for. $7,000 a weekend. That's insane. That's money though, bro. And then I pulled this like 2 days later. Where's it at? Where's my bad boy at? Bad boys. I pulled this, but I'm not selling my big slabs. I pulled that. I got this. Look, I had a fight with a guy at Target. So in 2023, I hid some Lucario V-Star boxes under the shelf at Target. I went back to find them, and they were there. One of them was so stuck to the floor from the floor cleaning shit they used to buff the floor, that I ripped the box off from around it and just took the plastic insert up to the fucking register and tried to scan just the other box that I got that was not stuck to the floor. They were both a Lucario V-Star box. Yeah, the Fuser Strike in there had this in it. Yo, Snorlax, what's up, fam? But I had to fight with the fucking guy because these were not in their system. The Lucario boxes were not in their system. So he was like online trying to find prices and shit. And I was like trying to show him like Pokemon Center. I was like, dude, these are $40. Pokemon Center. I was like, Best Buy has an old listing. They're $40. That's the MSRP. Sell them to me at that. And he was almost did not sell them to me. He's like, I'm going to have to keep them because I can't. I was like, dude, I showed you the price. I was like, you had me here waiting for you to find something for like a half hour. I was like, you wasted my time. And then finally, he was like, all right, I'll give them to you for 40. And so, you know, plus tax was like $88 for both boxes. But the second box I opened, this was in that bitch. The last pack. I'll give 300. You came up. It is off center though. Like the bottom on the back is a little bit heavy. So I'm not too sure if it'll get a 10. I don't think it would. It might. Everything else is clean about the card. But this one, Peter from 888, right? I know the owner, Peter. I've been to going to his shop since he first started. We did the Las Vegas thing here with all the other streamers when they came to Vegas. He opened his store for us and let us in early so we could film and do all that shit, buy packs, all that crap. Peter came out and I was talking to him and all that stuff, kind of shooting the shit because I haven't seen him in a minute. And then he's like, "Hey, do you need anything? Like, you need me to get you something?" At first, I asked him for a Misty's Favor. I was like, "You got a raw Misty's Favor?" He was like, "No, just a graded one and shit." And then he walked off and like was doing something else, and then he came back. He's like, asked me again, "You need anything?" Because I think he was gonna go into the back, and I was like, "Can you sell me one of your Chinese like a box?" I was like, "Can you sell me a box?" Because he had a 5-pack limit on the shelf. I was like, "Sell me a box of the Chinese." He's like, yeah, I could sell you a box." He only had 2 left. And he was like, "I'll sell you a box for like $150, $149.99. I was like, "Cool, perfect. I'll buy it." Boom. Come home, open it, and it's this bitch inside there. Like, there was like, what, 3 packs left, I think, when we were opening? Or 2 packs left? I don't know. I'll give you $199. That'll cover the cost of my box. This thing will be I think this will be a 10. Look at the centering. Look how fucking smooth that is. Look how round the corners are. Look how centered that is. Pretty decent on the centering. I'm almost tempted, like, I want to try a BGS, but I don't think I'll get a black label for it, just because I know they're a bunch of assholes. But the PSA is definitely worth it because it's like 1,700 raw and like 4 Gs in a 10, so it would be a good idea to get it done soon too, because obviously the more 10s that pop up, it's gonna drop a little bit for sure. To imagine this in a 10 is worth more than these 3, all 3 10s. This this is worth more than all 3 of these cards in 10s, and sequential. How much percent would you pay? I think I paid probably like $200 total. I don't know. Maybe more. If I do the express ship, the express is like $150. So I don't know. I don't know how the upcharge works at that point. But if I do the express, it's already $150 from that point, and it's a 5-day turnaround, which I would do because it's an expensive card. I don't want to wait around with like all the bulk submissions in like 3 to 6 months and all that shit. I would want a 5-day turnaround. So it would be 150 to grade. And then whatever else happens, I guess. But this is dope. This Pikachu's kind of dope. I'll probably sell this one raw. Just because I don't... It's so heavy on the bottom. These sequential 10s though, like, I love these artworks because they're so classic. Hope you get them in a 10. This is why these cards are so special, is because that's what these are. These are the fucking pack art. You know what I'm saying? This is the fucking pack art. You can't beat that nostalgic look. Lurking while I pick up my son. How's your son doing anyways? I know it's been a minute. Remember when I had such a hard time shipping all your stuff to you, Snorlax? Your friggin' your Snorlax light, or your light thing that I made you, the plexiglass thing. He's 10 now, like you. I just hope he doesn't have a potty mouth like me. He better not. Better not. The only thing he should be like me is the 10. Nothing else. The 10 part is it. Man, that's crazy. He was so little. It's crazy how much time like has changed everything. Just in the few short years that we've been like on YouTube, like all of us that kind of popped up at the same times and stuff, like around the 2020, 2021 year until now. That's insane. Like how much changes from that point till now. It's not that long. Oh shit, I forgot I got some packs here. Let's try our luck. We got some Stellar Crown. 2 packs of Journey. No potty mouth yet. It's coming though. After 10, yeah, once you start hitting like that 11, 12, and you're hanging out with more kids at school, and you start learning things, it's just a fact of life. I know it's hard to hear as a parent, but I've been aware of it since the beginning, so like it hasn't fazed me that I know my kids are like cussing somewhere else, got a potty mouth somewhere else, not around me. My daughter's, like I said, my daughter's 18 now. She still like doesn't want to cuss around me. She's like, she doesn't realize she's an adult. So at least there's that, you know. I was kind of the same way. Like I was brought up, my uncles would say like, you cuss around your grandma or anything like that, I'm gonna beat your ass. And so like, you know, I kind of kept it cool around like the adults in my family, but outside of that, I was cussing everywhere else. as a kid. So I knew when to not do it, just like my kids do. So at least you can find like, try to teach a respectable boundaries with where they do it at. Zera Aura. How creamy. Trying to get my son to speak appropriate in public is a struggle. Hey, yeah, hey, it is what it is, man. It's tough, yeah. And I don't knock parents like whose kids cuss, because it's hard to like deal with like the influences and shit that are around them. So, you know, I don't look at people like if your kids cuss or anything like that. I don't look at you like, oh, you're the worst parent in the world. It's tough sometimes when your kids get around the wrong influences at school. And that's the type of stuff you can't really prevent because they're there and you're not. Bouffalant. They're there all day and you're not. B-Pop. What's good, fam? Hey, we got some new pull mysteries. 3 slabs have already gone out today in the mysteries. So if y'all want to try your luck, you heard? And I said, hey, Lil Leap. Tortuga. I kind of like Tortuga. Noctowl. He reminds me of the turtle from Finding Nemo. Yo, Sleepy, good to see you. On the grind, Sleepy Snorlax has been making some vids and stuff, so it's good to see some of the OGs kind of getting back to the basics. You heard? That's what kind of made me want to come back, as well as like when I got news about like Colin's dad and all that shit, like I was like, yo, I got homies like that are getting into some stuff happening to them, and I'm not there. I gotta be back where I belong. Hi, Drapple EX full art. We got a hit, y'all. We got a flart. Is that still a term? Do we say flarts anymore? A flart. Got 2 bags out of that. I gotta clean up. Yeah, the potty mouth's gonna happen around friends, dude. I did it. I was always cussing out in the field there after lunch in the fucking playground. Potty mouth, sailor. Saying everything I possibly could, just getting it out. And eventually, like, it just turns into, well, maybe not all the time, but sometimes it'll turn into like, yeah, I've done that. I've done that too much. I don't need to keep doing it. I'll tone it down a little bit. The TCG space has 100% changed, and not entirely in a good way. I recently just learned what Gooner meant. Well, you know, glizzy doesn't mean the same thing to me as the generation after me. So, me growing up, a glizzy was a fucking gun. Now it's a glizzy's like a hot dog, or the innuendo of that, of a hot dog. The innuendous version. So when I heard people saying glizzy all the time and they were referring to hot dogs and shit, I was like, what the fuck? Ten's gonna whip out his wiener. Dude, that artwork's actually pretty dope. Escavalier's a dope Pokemon altogether. It kind of has like those, it reminds me of Final Fantasy. Brock scouting, wheezing. We got a hit. What is it? What is it? Ooh, nice little Mimikyu EX. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right. Opened all those packs. Got a couple of hits. 2 hits. 2 hits. Not too shabby. Tim's gonna whip out his wiener. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey, if y'all haven't seen it yet, let me get to the intro first, though, so y'all could bear witness to the greatness of my intro. Pokeballer Mike, you watching? B-Pop, you watching? Check it out.
So why aren't you buying mystery pulls from Pokémon 10 LV?
Well, I'd rather pay too much and get nothing like the idiot I am.
Yo, why ain't you buying mystery pulls from Pokémon 10 LV? I'd rather get scammed on Whatnot, dropping $300 for a mystery box and pulling a common graded Bulbasaur, fam.
Are you a rutard blowing too much on Whatnot scams and overpriced streams? Then you need Pokémon 10 LV to come to your fucking senses.
I used to be dumb as shit, wasting money everywhere. Till I tried Pokemon 10 LV, now I am actually building a collection.
I used to have my head so far up the CardCon artist's ass, then I pulled out and got Pokemon 10 LV. Now I'm cured.
Warning. Warning. Pokemon 10 LV isn't for everyone. May cause mild discomfort. Practices frequent free speech. Says offensive shit.
All right. Here we go. Check these ones out too, Mike.
I run $1 million Pokemon business from my basement, overcharge my customers, and lie on my taxes.
Felt like I was watching a DPM video. Using all that CPU on the intro. I got plenty of CPU.
I'm a naughty little egghead. Wow.
I'm a glorified scalper, but because I admit I overcharge, it's okay.
What the hell are you talking about? You absolute retard.
CPDs. Plot twist, the Poké and Eclipse aren't actually AI. They're not. Those are real. Those are as real as it gets. That's the realest shit he's ever said. I got this for when people pull art rares.
Cracker got an AR, like he shooting schools up.
Pull an art rare and I'm playing that for you. Even if it's a fucking the English version, which isn't considered an art rare. Hold on, I got someone messaging me. Messaging me about some Pokemons they want to sell me. Bro, I put an ad out that I'm buying collections and stuff like that. And people send me binders full of this shit. They're like, you interested in any of these? They got a binder like this. You interested in any of these? I got it listed on my page and I go look. They're asking $120 for this. I'm like, nah, get the fuck out of here, bro. You clearly don't know what Pokemon is. And you just went and fucking bought some ETBs or got lucky or whatever. and opened them and thought that you fucking came out on top, but you didn't. All right, so miss me with all that bullshit. Chocolate. What's good? Wait up, what? Look, see, look. This is what I'm talking about right here. This dude's trying to sell this. I know you can't see the middle card because of the flash, but like he's got like these fucking regular hollows down here and shit. And like some regular EXs like Charizard, Leafeon. Dude wants 120 for that shit. To be honest, I feel bad for those people. Want to buy my Pokebands? You don't even know what Pokemon is. Chee. I'll sell you all my commons and uncommons. Yeah, give me those. Because, you know, like, you wouldn't assume that somebody that's buying collections would know anything, right? You know, I'm just completely stupid. I'm buying up collections, but send me all your BS. And I'll pay top dollar. I'll pay whatever you're asking. Because that just makes perfect sense. No. You do look restarted.
What the hell are you talking about? You absolute retard.
What the hell? What the hell? Problem is, I didn't put all these videos in a folder. So, like, if I move them to a folder, then OBS isn't going to know where to find them at. Isn't that kind of dumb how programs are built that way? Like, if you attach a source to OBS and then you move the source, which would be like media, to a different folder, it can no longer find it in your computer. That's about as dumb as computers get. Huh? Where did it go? It's still in there, buddy. By the way, did you see the new see the new rig? Hold up, let me open up. Check out the new rig. Sorry, my mysteries are in the way, but I got Frieza playing on the fucking liquid cooler. Got Frieza on the front, on my freaking front monitor, which I can use as an actual monitor. See, look, I moved the chat over there. I can read chat on the front of my computer. How much per mystery pack? They're $4. They're $4 each. We've got 3 slabs that already came out of them, which is insane. I should figure out how to put this up somewhere over here so that my daughter made this a couple years ago. That's pretty dope. You look Hey, Snorlax, are you still in the same address? You're still at the same house, or did you move? I feel like you've moved. Oh, you're still there. Just looks nicer, I guess. Well, yeah, that's why I was like watching some of your videos, and I was like, man, it looks like a different place. That's the things my brain will focus on, is like what's going on behind you, rather than your actual face. Hey. What the heck? You can't be walking around the house like that. What if you show up in the scene? Now you can't see. Unless I pull the camera over like this. But I don't. What about you still with that girl? Looks like you had a girlfriend. In some of your videos before. Okay. Cover yourself up. Heading out to go camping, 2-hour drive. What the? Should be looking to buy a house. Sweet. Love it, dude. Get it. Get it. She's into all this. She's into all the shit you're into. She's into Pokemon. She likes that stuff. Naturally likes it too. Doesn't have to force herself to like it. That's what we're talking about. This is what I'm. She likes One Piece more. At least it's on like a nerd level. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody's a nerd. Which is, if you don't listen to Joyner Lucas, go listen to his new song that he just dropped. That shit perfectly frames like those type of relationships that just like are so kind of like held up by nothing. Nothing but like shared bills. Shared responsibilities. Like, that's the only reason you're in a relationship anymore. Like, everything else has died about it. That fucking video was on point. I've been waiting for Joyner Lucas to drop some shit like that for a while. She games more than me, to be honest. That's dope. Now that's something I need to get Angel doing. She don't game at all. She collects Pokies though, which is hella dope. But the gaming aspect, we need to do more of that. She needs to get good at games. Get good. Eric. Whoa. Love Joyner. Joyner's dope. Of course, like I said, like my preference with Joyner, it's just like my preference with Eminem. Is like I like older Eminem more than new Eminem because it seemed more like personable. Like you could like just kind of feel what was going on in the music, even if it was goofy music. You could kind of feel what was like really going on behind it. She just does it a lot. She's not competitive. Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing type of gaming where there's no competition. Hold up. Just like Joyner's like he's kind of shifted a lot of his music more towards just like rapping. I liked early Joyner like that I got hooked onto when he was making like almost every video he did was like had like this really deep subject. So, you know, when he makes those kind of songs, like I'm on board. He's done a few like with his albums, but he doesn't like do it every song like when he first started. With what really got him popular. Like he wrote about like that one dude that got shot. He wrote about like people texting and driving. He wrote about like the two political sides. Like Joyner did like a bunch of different shit. He did like song about like abortion and stuff like that. Like he hit a lot of those subjects, and those are just like yeah, you feel like the emotion in it and stuff. Fallout. His word, I don't know, man. If you listen to old Eminem like deep, like I didn't even understand everything he was saying when I listened to old Eminem as a kid. But when I listen to old Eminem now, I'm like catching more lines and like a lot more of the double entendres he was actually spitting. So like the wordplay, his wordplay is more straightforward now. Like you get it the first time, versus then. Clearly, it took me over 20 years to understand the multis and the entendres that were going into some of his lines, and like extracting them out later. Like it's taking this much time. Whereas like Eminem now, I can listen to it and I know exactly what he's saying and what he means with every bar, even if it's like super clever, and the entendres are there. They're just not as well like hidden within each layer of those entendres. It takes some. He's still good. He's still probably one of the best, but his style's a little bit more like how Wayne does it, like Lil Wayne when he gets on that like real lyrical shit with all those like different meanings and shit to his bars. That shit's dope. I like listening to it, but it doesn't have a story attached to it as well. Like if you could do all that and attach a story to it, like old Eminem does, that's when that shit's dope. Oh yeah, well of course I'm smarter. Like I know more. I have a bigger vocabulary. I understand more of the adult language. 10, my PayPal go through. I don't know why this world keeps turning round and round, but I wish it would stop. Let me off right now. All right, let's see. 1, 2. How many pulls are you getting? Is that 6 pulls plus shipping? Or do you want 7 pulls and then you have like $2 left over? 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 plus ship. All right. Just want to be sure. All right. I'm going to give you this old Ken X bag. Unless you get a fucking slab too, then I'm going to fucking have to switch you out to a bigger bag. All right, our first pull. Hold on, let me turn off the fucking hand cam. Or the pull. The pulls cam. All right, so we've got a Toxtricity EX. It reminds you. We got the Grimer that's looking cross-eyed instead of up the skirt. Like the Japanese variant. We got a Tapu. Come on. Give us a chaser. I have high energy. The mystery cam. Iono with the Spidops. Come on. All right, we got one of them ogre pawns. Which one was this one? The well. I don't know nothing. I don't know. I don't know. Cornerstone, that's what it was. Cornerstone ogre pawn. Japanese. Oh, we got an AR.
Cracker got an AR, like he shooting schools up.
All right. Hey, here we go. Here we go. What the hell? What the hell? Oh my God. Bro. You got the Japanese Night Wanderer booster box, dude. There we go. So you got a booster box. You want to rip the whole thing here? You want to rip the whole thing? That was your last hit, too. Your last pull. Told you these things are fucking pulling fire. 10, hold up. Let's do this. I had previously had it for something else, so there's writing on the front. Hold up. It's not fitting in this bag, yo. Hold the hits for my bag. Don't ship yet. Of course, we'll only ship you if you reach 8 or request it. You know what I'm saying? Reach 8 ounces or request it, then you'll get shipped out. Almost fits. He said do the booster box for giveaway at your discretion. Say what? Brother. All right. We got the Night Wanderer. Booster box. Looks like it's going to go to giveaway action. We'll set that above the keyboard so that way we know. Shout out to Sleeping Snorlax. He could have had this whole booster box to himself. He said, nah, let's do some giveaway action. Almost fits. Looks like me trying to put on a finger condom. Shout out to Snorlax. Also, let me sign this because I used a damaged vintage card, of course, to write the chase pit pull on the fucking card. So you know how I roll, bro. I do, actually. Yes, I do. All right. I'll save it for a day that I could put giveaway in the title. You know what I'm saying? So on the next stream, we'll do a giveaway with that. And I'll put it in the title. That way people know to show the fuck up. Show up. Show up. Because right now there's only 5 people here, you know? So it wouldn't be as rewarding. Only wants goblins to come hang. If we didn't have the goblins coming in to hang out, you know what I'm saying? Get them goblins in here. You goblin de nut. You heard? You should make a giveaway for those of us here. I should. I just don't know what to do yet. I kind of don't have like anything else going on here out of the ordinary. But we will. For those of you who showed up. Limpy, Pokeballer Mike, James, Ludi, Daddy Ranch, Sleeping Snorlax. Well, yeah, so we'll do like the giveaway in the title, but we'll also like put like kind of like a light goal, like bake that into the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? So we'll hit a light goal. We'll let people know. That way more people can get in. We'll do some like drawing type stuff. Maybe we'll do some ducky races. Because I don't, like I said, I'm not using Streamlabs, so I don't have the bot. I've been thinking about ripping my sealed, bro, actually. Like my sealed collection, like it's getting up there in age. You know what I'm saying? Like it's almost feeling like you're ripping some vintage. Not doing that again. Yeah. I mean, yeah, my sealed collection's kind of got some it's got some value, you know, just in case of an emergency or anything like that. So that's what kind of keeps me from doing it. But I look at it and I'm like, man, I wonder what's in all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many needles are in that haystack? And the minute I say that, all the heroin addicts start joining my stream. But seriously, like, I'm just like wondering what's in there. Is there anything good in there, or is it like all dud? Do I just have a big old wall full of dud sealed collection? Not just over there, but I've got a bunch behind me, sealed. I've got stuff in these boxes over here, just sealed. It's crazy what could be in there. I just opened one of those freaking Sam's Club prismatic boxes. Didn't get anything really. So yeah. There's a lot of what if around me. I only have one box of Evolving Skies, and it's Angel's box. So I paid for it, but it's her box, so I can't open that. All her sealed EV box collection, can't touch that. Her prismatic SPC, can't touch that. Her mini tins, can't touch those. I have still 2 of those, I believe, somewhere. I have the mini tins right here somewhere. Yep, I have some mini tins. I think they're down there. I have the binder collection. All kinds of stuff going on. It's wild. I tell you, it's wild. Man, it's a lot. Appreciate you though for fucking making the purchase. I ripped 22 boxes of Evo Skies. Worst decision ever. I opened a lot of Evo Skies. I was getting the booster boxes, like I said. Back then, like you could find people that were just selling it for like a loss. Because I was buying Evo Skies for $75 a box. Like that has to be a loss. Even back then. Like from distro and all that type of stuff. And legit boxes. I've bought probably a few cases worth or more. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had all of those still, if I still had all of those, I could pay off a house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I had at least 40 boxes of Evolving Skies. And what are they at? Like almost 2,700? That's $108,000. What the fuck? Same. Look, I got so many boxes of Fusion Strike, booster boxes of Fusion Strike, for even less than the Evolving Skies. Sometimes I was getting boxes for like $45. Booster box. Sometimes I would get them like between $45 and $65. And I probably got more of those than I had Evolving Skies. I had way more. I remember I had the shelf full of them. There's probably videos you can go see. Just loaded with fucking Fusion Strike. And they're not as much as Evolving Skies, but they're quite a bit now versus what I paid for them. You know, that type of investment is like insane. So like you think about what, let's see what Fusion Strike's going for. So say I had 40 boxes of Evolving Skies, that's $108,000, right? A booster box is it really what? Fusion Strike's $900 now. $933 for Fusion Strike. Okay, so say I had like 60 of those, because I probably bought close to 60 of those boxes. So plus 60 times 933. So total, if I would have kept all those, I'd have $163,000 worth of boxes. You shitting me? And I sold those packs for like $3, $2 each some days. $3. Yeah, but here's the problem with everybody having one now. Everybody gets less. I get absolutely nothing now. One of the guys I know with distro, he gets no allocations. He gets like enough to get himself a small little, like 30 to 60 of everything. That's it. How's he supposed to hook me up if he can't even hook himself up? So, you know, it's kind of tough right now. Hopefully these next few sets, it starts to look like he could buy more, and then I can start putting some real money down on some of his stuff, because I have the liquid now. I have the money right now to pay him, but I just need him to be able to get more. It's all these streamers, dude. It's all the rip and shippers, and not just on YouTube, because that's like where it mostly was when we first started. All the rip and ship was really on YouTube. There was no like Whatnot yet. There wasn't like Drip. Like, you got all these sites, and every single one of them dudes has, and TikTok too, like TikTok shop, or TikTok streaming and all that type of stuff. Like, this is like 3 to 5 other platforms now that everybody's trying to do the same thing. I can scroll through TikTok lives right now and just hit a bunch of freaking live streams of people with multiple boxes of shit they're selling, and it's overpriced. Well, yeah, we are going to be priced out, but that's why I'm trying to fix it. Like, if my buddy can get more allocation, I'm not going to sell booster boxes for $200, $250. I'll probably sell them for like $130, because he still gets them for around $93. Okay. And of course, like, I'll give him a few extra dollars on each one. I'll buy them for like $95, $96 or whatever each. So whatever a case is, or if he even wants to charge me $100, I don't give a shit. If he wants to make a little bit more off of me, if he could get me more and I could sell it at a reasonable price, I'll do that. And I'll try to help do my part to fix the market so that it doesn't get to that point. But the problem is, like, it'll be sold mainly locally to get started. That way I don't have to, like, I don't have all the confusion of like mixed up funds or like selling individual packs, because that takes longer to do. If I sold like all the, like, say I could get like 20 cases of booster boxes of the next set, I could sell all those in a single day and get all that profit that day. If I sold them individual packs on this channel, you know, that profit is really low for the day. So, but at least, like, and I'll set limits on people too. Like, I'll go park somewhere and people could come find me and they could buy boxes off of me. Pay me cash. I get my 100 back plus 30 on each box, each booster box. Limit people so they're not scalping it off of me, because that's the problem with like these online sellers that do it through a website like Pokémon. Okay, so his excuse for being so overpriced is like, you know, he doesn't want bots and all this shit. But The online selling is what makes botting and scalping possible. If everybody that had distributor access just sold locally to people for cash, you could sell and set limits. You don't have to worry about bots in person. So you could eliminate bots altogether if we just kind of stop the online selling. Like, at least as far as like people with distribution. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could still have your streamers that rip and ship, that buy things retail. But if people with distribution stop selling online, we don't have to worry about botting and scalping that way. So that cuts out like a lot of the scalping. You sell locally, you sell in person, you set limits. You sell as close to MSRP as you can survive on and not do this market price bullcrap. You start to fix the market, because if people know that they could, oh, let me hit up homeboy here, homeboy there, because you know there's going to be more than one person in your town with distribution. So if you go meet up with so-and-so, and then you go meet up with other so-and-so, and you get your booster boxes for MSRP, great. Well, that's another issue, is you got jackasses like PokeNE that are just greedy as fuck. And he puts himself like as a good guy when he's not. He's a dirtbag. And you could tell by his attitude when he makes videos. Like, he speaks like as if he's just Mr. Know-It-All, greater than everybody else, fucking Mr. Businessman, like Mr. Top Tier. But you overprice your products like a jackass. You got distribution and you still overcharge. Sports guys are, well, yeah, they see it. They're at the shows with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're in the mix with us. They see that everybody's walking past their sports stuff and looking for Pokemon. Right? So they're like, well, fuck, let me get on it. Because that's what I see all the time, and that's what I do all the time. I see all these sports guys, like, just looking around, like, waiting for somebody to come to their table. Yeah, there's guys there that'll do sports, but the majority of people, they're looking for Pokemon and One Piece. Like, even more than sports right now. I know they say sports is still big, but when you go to these shows, you just don't see that it's as big as Pokemon and other things. You just don't see people buying it. You'll see some people buying it, of course. There's always still going to be fans there, but not at the same volume as Pokemon. When you go to all these Pokemon booths at a card show, they're busy. You go to all these sports booths, people walking by them. You just got to sit and watch and realize. Who wants a Tom Brady when you could get a sorry baby? Boy's got some bars today. But, and I've seen it too. Like, I go to the trade nights after the show, and I'll see like little kids that are into sports, but they're kind of using Pokemon to like get value, like to sell Pokemon so they can buy a sports card. So they need to use Pokemon in order to get a sports card that they need. Like, they gotta, like, because it trades better, it sells better. So it's like, well, I gotta get a bunch of Pokemon to sell so I could get my Grail, you know, sports card. I see that shit too. Like, gotta be really observant of what's going on. Wish they had the kind of cards they do now when I was collecting sports. They do got a big variety of sports, though. They, yeah, like the old like top stuff. Like, I had a bunch of sports cards like as a kid. Like, I wasn't into them. I had no idea who the fuck was on the cards. But I had some sports cards as a kid, and I was just like, these don't look that great. It just didn't have like, it just didn't have this like right here. Look at this. This is Butamus. Get an auto or a patch is dope. See, that's the stuff that's like kind of cool now. Like you get a fucking patch or like a cut off of a jersey with a signature. Like that's dope cards. But then you get those guys that are in Target with a scale, like weighing all the boxes. Out of control. So you know you're not gonna find it out in the wild. But like these are the pack art Pokemon arts, like from base set. This is the beauty of like these. Like there's so much to this. All my hockey cards got stolen from a drug addict. By a drug addict or from a... Wait up. All my hockey cards got stolen from a drug addict. So that makes you the drug addict. Right? Binder full of patches and autos. By a drug addict. See, if my cards got stolen from a drug addict, I'm the drug addict. I'm him. It's a good thing I never really got involved with being around druggies. I was close, but I wasn't ever around them like that. But I had a lot of family members that were, but they never came around me. Shut the fuck up. But I guess, you know, you do you, bro. You want to hang out with drug addicts, that's you. That's why your shit's missing. That is why your shit is missing, bro. That tracks. Druggies already got scales. Straight to Wally World away packs. Man, I bought a fucking gram scale and that thing was a piece of shit. Most of my family fell deep in the addict stuff. I had my uncles no longer alive because of drugs. I got two cousins that, like, you know, they did a lot of shit and they both committed can you say that here on YouTube? Anyways, you know what I mean. They both I lucked out. Like I smoked weed and stuff. I tried some speed once or twice. But that was it. Especially like that methy shit. Nope. I like to eat too much. I don't like not being hungry. And when I look at food, I want to just throw up. I don't like that feeling. Sorry, bro. Weed can't be a drug. You can't. Use unalive. I hate that word, though. It's more of an herb. But when you smoke it, you get compounds. Like, aspirin comes from a plant. So, like, it's still a drug. Right? So when you extract and do things like that, it kind of becomes... When things can be measured in milligrams and grams like that, and it's taken... Or it could be classified as a supplement, but it still has an effect on your psyche as well. So I think it still kind of falls under drug relation. But that's just me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still don't see weed as bad as things. Now, dabs is more drug. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. When you get like more into the extractive shit, that's when you're like, really like, you're pounding yourself with too much of a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, too much of a good thing can be bad as well. Like cheeseburgers. Just using the term from the lawyer podcast I watch. Stay natural. And again, like the weeds these days are like just fucking too strong, bro. I don't need all that anxiety. I remember when I used to smoke like some 2%, 3%, as high as maybe 10 max. 10 max, 10% max. And you never really knew the percentages, but you would like be high and like sometimes you would like do a little too much of the 10% and be like, oh, I did too much. I'm starting to get anxiety. I'm starting to think too deep. I'm like listening to myself breathe. I need to stop. But most of the time you would just do enough and you'd like be hungry and like chilling, freestyle rapping, like, you know, doing all kinds of stuff. You were able to function. Now, like, I can't function. I tried some of the new shit. I just can't. I got to go straight to sleep because I'm like having a panic attack. So, and it affects everybody differently. So, like my stepdad, he smokes the strong shit today. He smoked the weak shit back in the day, and he still functions perfectly fine. Like he's never like, oh, I can't do anything right now. I'm too high, ever. Like no matter how much he does, it's just like, yeah, let's go do some work. I'm like, the fuck you mean do some work? I can hear my hair growing. I'm listening to my follicles squeak as the fucking hair grows out of it. Nah, I did a strain called Miss X, and I could feel my bones vibrating. That's how bad that shit was. Excuse me, what did they say? uh Back in my day, we had to walk uphill 2 miles to get a bowl. Actually, back in my day, I walked down the street and there'd be like some new dealer. Like, here, you want a handful of some nugs? Like for free, here's a sample. Here's my phone number. I'm like, what? I remember the first time that happened to me. I was already high walking up the street. I don't know what I was doing. I think I was like looking for somebody that I thought lived up there. But it was like the main street in my neighborhood. My cousin lived at the very bottom. I lived in like inside a neighborhood, you know, on one of the sides of the main street. But I was walking up the street to the top of the hill, and his truck comes up to me. He's like, hey, like 2 Mexican dudes in there. You want to try this weed? He's like, if you like it, you know, hit me up. I'll sell you some more, but here's a sample. Boom. He handed me like 2 fat nugs in my hand. I'm like, no fucking way. And that's how you know weed was good. Because like you were hyped. You know what I'm saying? You weren't like overly, you know, filled with anxiety. Like you didn't get scared or nothing. I was like, hell yeah. So I fucking clutched that shit so tight in my hand so I didn't drop it. And I fucking ran all the way to my cousin's house, which was kind of like almost a little bit more than a half a mile back down the road. And I ran nonstop until like I got there. And I'm just like sweating and breathing heavy. And I get to my cousin. I'm like, look what I got. And you know it's good weed too, because I still remember. It wasn't so much that it blocked out my memory. And I showed him these nugs. He's like, oh man, roll it up now. So we had the joint roller, the zigzag joint roller. That thing though, like it packed it a little too tight sometimes. Like if you put too much in there and rolled it, that shit would be so tight you couldn't even draw through it. But we would load that thing up and roll it up, give it a lick, have a nice perfect little joint. Stick it behind your ear and forget it was there. Or you drop it somewhere, you're looking for it for 4 hours. You sure it didn't have angel dust, Smokey? It could have. It could have. But it still worked. Excuse me. I still need to find a Roaring Moon, Sandy Shocks, Iron Treads, Iron Thorns, EX to have all the Paradox Pokemon EX currently available. I don't think I have those. Bro ran over a half a mile. That was the first time like I had energy as being high. Like I was slumping up the street. Like I wasn't like energetic about it or anything. I was just kind of like casually walking like in my own head, like just enjoying myself. And then he hits me up with his free weed. And that's when I was like full of energy. I was like, fuck yeah, we're gonna go smoke some more. I ran to my cousin's house. Those are sick. I just picked these up, bro. They're sequential 10s. PSA Pikachu's in the building. All rise. Look, sequential. 80, 81, 82, 10s. Only thing is they got some chip. Like, for whatever, I don't know why, but all three of them have a chip on one of the corners. I don't know if the dude was like dropping them and stuff. But they all have a dang little chip in the corners. It kind of worried me that maybe he was trying to pry them open or something, but I looked up all the certs and these cards are exactly what is in the pictures on PSA's website. So, you know, I still picked them up. The hollow pattern's exactly the same on the pictures in the website. So I was like, yeah, these are legit. I don't know what the fuck you did with them, but they're legit. So I'll get them. Cert's all good. All the slabs look like in the pictures and shit, so called it good. So here you go. PSA, 10LV and friends, have a great night. B-Pop. Peace out. We'll see you on the next stream. Did I put my cards away already? PSA, I want to show you my... So you can kind of see it live before... They upcharge you to get your cards back instead of the original price you agreed to pay. How does it look? Look at that. Think it's 10 worthy? You think it's PSA 10 worthy? Centering looks pretty decent. Let's try to hit that. Corners all look pretty good. They would. So, should I just CGC it, and if it gets a 10 there, I'll just sell it at the PSA 10 price. See if they'll let me. What's insane? Look, like I was saying this earlier. If this gets a 10 from PSA, it becomes worth more than these 3 cards together in sequential 10s. That's insane to me. To me, that's insane. These are legendary arts. These are the base set pack arts. Right? Like, this is supreme nostalgia. And for this, a Chinese card of all things. Is worth more once it gets a PSA 10. Worth more. Ugh. I can't. Cost me less when I send in bulk subs. Yeah. I have a CGC account. It's not paid for right now, but I have an account to log in and stuff. I think that upcharging is what kind of keeps PSA at a premium. I think at this point, if they stopped, their values would kind of drop because people are probably tacking that onto their prices and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, as part of like the whole PSA thing that they're doing. Like, if PSA just was like, yeah, we're going to stop doing upcharges. First off, they would get a booming business. So I never went back. I did CGC once. I haven't had an issue with CGC. I've done a lot of grading with CGC. All my personals that I've personally graded are through CGC. And I haven't had that kind of an issue. They've all come back relatively quickly. I think when you did it, if it took a year, that had to have been at the height of like celebrations, like that era, like 25th anniversary stuff. It had to have been around there. Yeah, when PSA was already backlogged for like a year and a half. Wait, CGC lets you write custom stuff on the label? I never seen that option if that's the case. That must be new with like their new slabs. All my CGCs, like I said, they're all like the blue. They're the blue labels. You can give them pedigrees. Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually. Like, there's a lot of things you could do with that type of labeling. Like, for personalized stuff, like gifts and things like that. Birthday gifts. That's what I'm thinking of. PSA, did you see my Did you see my new rig? My PC? Hold up, let me. Oops, wrong one. Yo. Okay. Hold up, let me pull it up. I got the Frieza colors. I got Frieza on my cooler. That monitor functions on the front. Like, watch, I'll move the chat over there. See that? I got chat in the monitor. Oh, darn it. Oh, darn it. Had to pick that up. Hey, do you think you're going to get some allocations on some of these new mega sets or what? It sounds like they're predicting like that there's going to be more available of this stuff. Because they're small sets or something like that. I don't know. Has anything come in as far as information on your end? I'm trying to get some stuff. I'm trying to buy something. I'm still waiting on the first one. When's the first one coming out? That's end of this month, right? Yeah. Like September 28th, right? Something like that. Or is it 26th? Two or three cases. That's so freaking bad. I was telling them that. I was talking about that earlier in the stream. I was like, man, I can't get no allocations from PSA Pikachu. It's rough out there. It is rough. They've given out way too many accounts and things like that. But whenever you're ready, PSA, I got like 10 G's set aside just for you. 10 to 15. The distros keep for themselves. They give majority of volume to the top 2 or 3 buyers, leave nothing for people. Yep. I think Pokemon needs to do something about that, to be honest with you. Pokemon needs to like regulate some of these distribution people like heavily, like an agency. You know how like the post office has like its own police force and stuff? Like Pokemon needs that. Like to keep these distros in check. It's hard out here for a pimp. What else are you selling? You got anything like in your big collection you're selling? Or any cases you've slashed open on accident of some old stuff? You know how Pokemon TCG is commonly known as something valuable? I wonder if the high schoolers have been affected. That too. But the thing that would suck about them losing a contract is people who have an account with distro would lose their account. So that means they would have to try to get another one from somewhere else, which would kind of suck. Like, so like losing contracts, I don't know if that would work out, but like penalizing would be okay. Sell properly. Chad has a PSA 10 czar. Look at all the girlies. Look at Chad and his PSA 10. I used to have so much, man. I sold through all of it trying to reinvest when I was in that office. Yeah, I did some math on the Evolving Skies boxes I had, like the amount that I had, like if I still had them all today. If I had all the just the Evolving Skies and the Fusion Strike that I bought previously, I would have like $168,000 worth of stuff just in those. Liquidated all of it for like, ooh. Ooh. It's so gross. I'm throwing up right now. I feel sick. Yeah, to think that I'm like, yeah, oh well. You know what? Like, anytime I guess I rip and ship, like, it's the same thing. Like, you sell things now, and you can't hold everything for later. You can't hold everything for later. That miss out made me hate sealed. I still got a bunch of sealed. Not like you had, not like cases of booster boxes, but I've got collection boxes and stuff like that. What if you bought like not yet. Hey Chad, did you ever pull that Moonbreon? Not yet, but I guarantee I'm gonna. I think we should see other people. All right, I gotta bounce. Much love. All right, go play that Peak or whatever it's called. What was I gonna say? Damn it, I spaced it out. Stupid me. I'm camping. Clearly not far enough if you have signal. Oh yeah. If you buy, like if you hit up your distro and you say, hey, I'll buy a bunch of like deck boxes and stuff like that, will they give you like more allocation or what? You're such a girl. This whole world has signal. Not in the US, buddy. All the cement plants I go to are in the middle of nowhere. No signal. No signal. Demon Slayer movie. to tell like live action or no? I'm not big on live action. Like if it was an anime before and it's a live action later, I'm not. Okay, so you're like on a tier that you can't get out of. I wish I had more money back when you were trying to get there. I would have bought a shit ton more off of you so you could get to that point. Well, what else can you buy to move up? Can you buy anything else to move up? Like that's more available? Cause like, don't they sell other stuff? Don't they sell Funkos and shit? Or magic and all that other type of shenanigans? Oh, I see. I see. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like the Pokemon, like the theme decks and stuff like that, or whatever. That still qualifies as Pokemon. Is there a lot of that that's like left over that nobody buys? I gotta bounce, 10. Take it easy, bro. Appreciate you, fam. Thanks for the box. Next stream, we're definitely gonna get that rolling. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Snorlax fled. That's dope. I like that. I've never seen anybody else do something like that. That's hella dope. When exiting a chat, that's a sick way to do it. Damn. Well, if you need help pre-ordering, let me know. If you ever in a situation where like I don't know, there's a lot of pre-order that you can get. I'll sell you the money. But that kind of sucks how that's set up. And Southern's your only distro or what? Have you tried to apply for others? I remember one of them emailed me a while back. I can't remember which one it was. It wasn't Southern though. And they said, "Oh, you're eligible for an account with us. So like, try again." And I did, and then they never freaking said anything. They ignored me, ghosted me, left me on red. Yeah, always hit me up if there's an opportunity for you to put in for more. Hey, you need more, let me know because I'll put in. Shoot me a text right away. I'm on the ready. I'll even sell all my crypto if I have to. I don't have a lot, but I'll sell it. I'm waiting for it to be a lot. This XRP keeps bouncing around. It's getting on my nerves. Oh, but yeah, I'm gonna call it a stream for now. We'll get a giveaway stream set up for the next one, and we'll give this box away that Snorlax donated from his own pull from the mysteries. Snorlax won this out of the mysteries, so I've given away 3 slabs today and a booster box. Well, not given away, but people have won these out of the mystery pulls. $4 each, getting booster boxes and slabs. Pretty dope. All right. Yeah, keep in touch. Let me know what happens or how things are going. So if I need to put in, I can put in. Plus, I want to kind of I want to be like one of the pioneers of changing the market back to the way it used to be. You know what I'm saying? Start undercutting all these scalpers. But yeah. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Appreciate everybody that showed up. We'll do the giveaway stream soon. Peace out. Everybody have a good night. Appreciate everybody that showed up. Shout out to Snorlax. Shout out to all the slab pullers, founder, Cheddar, Cheddar, Ken X. Peace out. Appreciate y'all. Peace.